Greetings everyone, welcome back to my mindfulness channel, and once again thank you for taking your time today to listen to some of my mindfulness training about the mind, and to benefit ourselves for a better, meaningful life, and more happiness in our life. So today I'll be sharing how to train our mind through analytical mind training. And those who have not watched my first two parts of how to keep a calm mind, I do highly recommend you guys to watch my first part and second part first, and then listen to this third part, how to keep our calm mind through analytical mind training. And basically I learned this training through His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama, and listened to a lot of his mindfulness speeches and his words of wisdom. And those who don't know who he is, he has won a Nobel Peace Prize and won many awards for his dedication and hard work to make our world a better and peaceful place through mindfulness training. And I learned about this analytical mind training from his book of The Art of Happiness. So those who have not read this book, I highly recommend you guys reading this book. And this book and this analytical mind training has changed and transformed and helped my own daily life itself. So first of all, I'm going to explain to you what really is this mind training, analytical mind training. And basically what it is, I kind of drew it on here, and it's basically a looking at a situation from different direction. So if you can see, you have north, south, east and west. And let's say you have a situation, and let's say when you wake up in the morning, when you wake up in the morning, and all of a sudden you feel this pressure about going to work, and your mind tells you, why do I have to get up early in the morning? Why do I have to go to work? I hate my life. I hate going to work. Looking from one direction north. Then you look from, this is one direction north that that your thoughts come in when you wake up in the morning about your job. Now looking down from different directions south. Even though I have to wake up in the morning, I have to go to work, I hate my job, but looking from different direction from south, you see, my job is saving my life, because it's paying for my rent, and it's giving me a roof over my head, and it's giving me clothes to wear, it's giving me food to eat, and car to drive, and basically, paying all my bills. And having this physical body, we need a job, and our job is basically saving our life, looking from different direction. And that makes you feel better about your job. Now you see, it changes your mental perception, looking from different direction. And now looking from east, why should we be thankful of our job, and why should we be thankful for what we have? Because looking from east, you see millions of people at this very moment are dying from starvation. Kids are dying from malnutrition. Even though the parents want to work, but there is no job because of corruption, because of inflation, and people are just suffering because of the government corruption. So looking from that direction, so now you look from west, you see you wake up in the morning, and you have these thoughts that comes in from north. You see, I have to wake up in the morning, it's Monday, I hate my job, why do I have to go to work, I wish I was sleeping in the bed. And all these thoughts, negative thoughts that comes in from north, one direction. Then you look from west, oh, I'm very thankful to have a job, to have clothes to wear, to have roof over my head, to have food to eat, and car to drive to go to work, because my job is saving my life, and it's giving me all these roof over my head, food to eat, clothes to wear, and because millions of people in our world are dying from starvation. So you see, looking from south, east, west, it changes your mental perception of your job and any type of situation. So that's why this is called the analytical mind training. Now I'm going to put this down, and we're going to do some practice without having a notebook to our hand. And if you want to write it down, you can too. As I mentioned, whatever situation you have, you put on a note and you look from different direction and look from the positive side, because if you look from only one direction, north, you'll see only negative side of the situation. All right, guys, so everybody sit on a quiet place and fold your feet and keep your back and spine straight. And we're going to start with taking 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out from your mouth. And you can also keep your eyes closed if you like. Relax your whole physical body from your head to your toe. We're going to scan our whole body first to make sure our whole body is relaxed. Starting from bottom of your toes, relax your toes, your knees, your fingers, your hand. Keep your back and shoulders straight as possible, and relax your shoulders, your nose, your eyes, your forehead. Make sure you smile a little bit while you do it, because this mainly training is to keep your mind calm and happy. So smile is a big interconnection to your brain and your mind, to happiness and to calm our mind. Now, I want you to think about a situation where you had an argument with your co-worker or your supervisor or your manager at work. And then think about it, how your co-worker or the other person was yelling at you, giving you a bad look, and you're also yelling back and forth. Now that situation, we're going to put it on the north direction as we as I mentioned before. Now I want you to look at the situation from south direction. And think of that the same situation. And I want you to think in your mind, even though that person or your co-worker or your manager that giving you a hard time, you feel bad for them. Maybe physically they're not feeling good. Maybe they had an argument with their family in the morning. Maybe they're going through a tough time in their own life. And you sympathize for them and you show forgiveness and compassion. Then looking from west. Now we did north, south, now we're going to west. From west direction, that person is the same human being just like me. They have a family, they have kids or pets, dogs, cats, and they also desire to be happy and avoid from suffering. And I feel bad for them that they're having a bad day. I sympathize for them. And I hope and wish they would have a better day. Now we're going to look from the east direction of analytical mind training. Even though this person is having a bad day, if I react on it, it's going to also ruin my day. And it's also going to ruin my physical health and my mental health and my peace of mind. And I can take this negative energy and destroy my life and my family life also, because everything is interconnected. Instead, I'm going to stay quiet and apologize to this person and say that I'm sorry you're having a bad day today, and anything that I can help to, anything that I can do to help you, please let me know. And think in your mind, this person is just like us. And life is very short. We're only here for a little bit of time. And getting angry, holding grudge, it's only going to build more negative emotions and guilt in your life. So I'm going to live my life every second, every minute, if it's my last life to live, and help others, because we all are same humanity, brothers and sisters. Okay, so that's one of the mind training. Now I want you to think about when you're driving to work and a car cut in front of you, and you become very upset and angry, and you yell and scream at this other person. Now look from different direction of south. Oh, even though this person cut in front of me, maybe they are running late to work. Maybe They woke up late this morning. Maybe one of their family members, their kids were sick, or their parents were sick last night and they were at the hospital and they have to stay up late. Now looking from west, even though this person cut in front of me, but they are human beings just like me, and they desire to be happy and free from suffering, and they are just same humanity brothers and sisters. So I forgive them for what they have done. Now you look from the east. Even though this person cut in front of me, if I yell or get angry, upset, it's only going to ruin my day. I'm only yelling in my own ears. It's going to ruin my physical health and my peace of mind. So it is not worth it to get angry. Getting angry doesn't solve the issue. It's just a mental perception. So I'm going to change my mental perception to getting angry. Instead, I'm going to show compassion and forgiveness. Alright guys, so this is one of the training. Now last training I'm going to share you, it's what we are facing right now, the difficulties of the pandemic that we're in right now, the COVID-19. And first of all, my condolence and prayers goes to those who have been touched by this COVID-19. But we must still analyze the situation and look from a different direction. Now looking from one direction, from the north again. Even though this COVID-19 has touched many people's lives and taken many people's life, and it's destroying our economy also, looking from north. And I know we all are afraid that this might also touch us too someday. But we must not lose hope and still try to stay positive as best we can. Those who have been touched by this COVID, we all are praying with you guys, for you guys. So don't lose hope. Now looking from south. Even though the COVID is destroying and touched many people's life, but looking from south, less people are driving to work now, less factories are opened, and our environment, our global warming, pollution has gotten better. And looking from west, this COVID-19 maybe is trying to tell us something. It's telling us it's time for us to stop pointing fingers at each other and blaming at each other, and stop our greed and corruption and inflation in our world, what's going on. And it's telling us to put the mask on so that we're not pointing fingers at each other and yelling and screaming at each other. Instead, it's time for us the mask is a sign, it's telling us to listen with our ears, listen to other people's suffering. And before we talk, we have to listen with our ears, and most importantly, listen with our mind. And then looking from east, I'm going to use all my energy and my time to try to help those who have been touched by this COVID-19. As we see, many healthcare workers, doctors, nurses are sacrificing their own time in life to help these patients. And also looking from different direction, this COVID-19 might be trying to tell us to be more mindful, to take care of our world, because if we don't, down the road there will be another pandemic. There will be our global warming, pollution, and we will be wearing a mask again, this time permanently, because our world will be polluted with lots of pollution. And even though there is COVID-19 situation and pandemic out there, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to follow the precautions that is given by our medical health doctors, and sooner or later there will be a vaccination and everything will be okay and back to normal. And we had lots of different pandemics in our time, and we overcame those situations, so we will overcome this pandemic eventually. Alright guys, so those are some of the practices, examples of analytical mind training, and usually I do this practice one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one after work, and one going to bed. And what I do before going to bed is look through my days from the morning to afternoon to evenings. When did I get upset? And put that situation again from the north direction, and then look from south, west, and east. And this analytical mind training helped me and changed my view of my own situation, and by changing our mental perception, because most of the situation are our own mental perception, so we can try to overcome this situation. So once again, this is called analytical mind training, and as I mentioned, you can draw it out your situation if you like, just as I did, but in the conclusion, you don't want to just depend on your papers, because when you're driving, you have the situation, you don't have time to write it down, and when you're at work, you don't have time to write it down. So you want to think about this direction in your mind from your imaginations, or just looking from north and south only, if you can't think about east or west. So and you want to do it in a quiet place once again, and make sure your mind is calm while you do it. So that's why I recommend doing the breathing mindfulness meditation first in my part 2 video. Breathing meditation will calm your mind, and after that you can analyze your situation. So that's why breathing meditation, analytical meditation, both are good combination. And it's like having your feet. You see, you can't walk on one feet. You need both of your feet to walk stable. So that's why analytical mind training and breathing meditation mind training are both interdependent. And first start with the breathing meditation mindfulness, and then you can do analytical mind training. Thank you so much, guys. If you have any questions, please leave your questions below, and I'll try my best to reply back to you. And once again, thank you so much for taking your time to listen to my mindfulness video. And from here on, I came up with some short moral stories that has to do with mindfulness, and I will share with you guys on my next video. And if you guys think this video was helpful, beneficial, please practice and then share to your friends and your families and your co-workers. And the mindfulness, breathing, and analytical mind training both really helped me with my own life and transform my life, and I truly believe it will transform your life too, because I felt the transformation, and it did change my life. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a wonderful, positive, joyful, thankful, mindful day. Thank you.